After Season 7's staggering finale, viewers were left with questions they never even anticipated. From ice dragons to Cleganebowl and the fate of some of our favorite characters, here's a spoiler-filled look at all the questions Game of Thrones needs to answer in its final season. Ever since they first hatched, Daenerys' 3 dragons have been an integral part of the show. However, in Game of Thrones' most recent season, one of Daenerys' dragons, Viserion, was felled by the Night's King and fell under his thrall. So what does this undead dragon mean for Westeros in the next season? With so many theories floating around, it can be hard to keep track, but fans can expect a dragon showdown at the very least. Season 7's finale confirmed a long-held fan theory that will seriously affect the final season. Jon is not Ned Stark's bastard son, but is instead a Targaryen, and the rightful heir to the Iron Throne. That revelation means that Jon and Daenerys are in for a nasty surprise, since they spent the Season 7 finale becoming very intimate. Considering that Jon has promised to help Daenerys secure the throne for herself, things may get even more awkward when she realizes her new lover isn't just her biggest rival, he's also her nephew. So far, several names on Arya's infamous revenge list have been killed by other people, and she's personally taken down a few herself.
I want you to know that the last thing you're ever going to see is a Stark smiling down at you as you die.
However, there are still several huge names on her list that haven't yet been taken down. Though she thinks the Hound is dead, he's actually still alive. Likewise, the executioner who killed her father, as well as big bads like the Mountain, Melisandre, and Cersei Lannister, are still on the loose for Arya to hunt down. But will she be the one to end their lives? Cersei Lannister has always been one of the show's most despicable and complicated characters, and currently she holds the Iron Throne. In the last season, she dropped a big pregnancy-related bombshell.
We will defeat it. For ourselves, for our house. For this.
So as to the question of whether Cersei truly is pregnant, Jeremy Podessoir, the director of the Season 7 finale, chimed in to say that he believes she wasn't lying. But if she's telling the truth, it could hint at her final fate, thanks to a handy prophecy.
Will the king and I have children?
No. The king will have 20 children. And you will have 3.
Of course, Cersei already had 3 children, but in the books, the prophecy includes another warning, that Cersei will be vanquished by her Valonqar or little brother. Though Cersei has always assumed this means Tyrion, Jaime is just a few minutes younger than she is. Many fans believe that if she really is pregnant with this child, the pregnancy could cost Cersei her life. Melisandre, the Red Woman, has been an increasingly mysterious character on a show filled with mysterious characters. Even so, she's done her part when needed, like when she raised Jon Snow from the dead in Season 6. In Season 7, during a meeting with Varys, the two agreed that Melisandre should head to Volantis.
I will return, dear Spider. One last time.
My lady.
I have to die in this strange country. Just like you.
Although their conversation is riddled with clues for superfans, it's hard to decipher what role Melisandre will play in the show's final season. Jaime Lannister might have become a fan favorite over the course of the show's run, but he's still a morally ambiguous character. However, through his journey with Brienne, Jaime seems to have turned several corners. He even swore to fight against the White Walkers, rather than assist Cersei in her attempt to shore power. Still, Jaime's always been loyal to his sister when push comes to shove, so the question remains. Will he put aside petty squabbles in the face of the White Walker invasion, or will he stay a Lannister through and through? Either way, he'll have a debt to pay.
And of course, you have also heard the phrase, a Lannister always pays his debts.
One of the most anticipated showdowns on the entirety of Game of Thrones is referred to as Cleganebowl, which would see the Clegane brothers pitted against each other. The Mountain has become a brainless, mute slave of Cersei, and the Hound has gone through his own trials that left him eager for revenge. Simply put, there's not much standing in the way of these two fierce warriors duking it out. When the two reunited at the end of Season 7, the Hound seemed to promise that Cleganebowl was on the horizon.
Doesn't matter. That's not how it ends for you, brother. You know who's coming for you. You've always known.
It's still unclear what role Bran will play in the final season, but naturally, fans have plenty of ideas. Fans have theorized that Bran exists in every moment of time simultaneously, or even that Bran himself could actually be the mysterious and powerful Night's King. It's also possible that Bran was the catalyst for the Mad King's descent into insanity. No matter what the answer is, it's clear that Bran's role as the Three-Eyed Raven will have a huge impact on the final season. Some of the most meaningful moments on Game of Thrones have come when beloved characters reunite after being separated for long periods, and Season 7 looks to be full of these moments. One hotly awaited reunion is between Jon and Arya Stark, two Starks who have always been extremely close. And fans are also curious to see if Arya and the Hound reconnect after his supposed death. Likewise, who wouldn't want to see Sansa and Tyrion reunite after their forced marriage ended up with some unexpectedly sweet moments? As the cast has dwindled, these long-awaited reunions are sure to be some of the most emotional moments in the series. Check out some of our newest videos right here, plus even more Looper videos about your favorite stuff are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.